campuses have no longer remained inclusive spaces, says Shashi Tharoor. Delhi's own Education Board welcomed by principals and students, parents associations concerned. Bihar government to look into the issue of schools charging fees during the pandemic. Over 50% faculty positions reserved for SC, ST and OBC are vacant in IIMs. Government to release more funds for Delhi University. Karnataka Minister warns schools against COVID guideline violation, says action will be taken. Education Minister informs Lok Sabha of school dropout rate of girls being lower than boys. Schools to discuss patriotism and make students Kattar Deshbhakt, says CM Kejriwal. Good afternoon and a warm welcome. You're watching Education News Network, where we get you the latest developments in education at the top of this hour. This is Nitya reporting from ENN, and the daily stories are: Congress leader Shashi Tharoor on Tuesday said that university campuses in the last few years have no longer remained inclusive spaces that safeguard freedom of expression and individual liberties, and stressed on the need to replace narrow-minded identities with a willingness to embrace differences. Initiating the discussion on demands for grants of the Education Ministry in Lok Sabha, he said, the budget for the ministry is characterized by a bizarre series of cuts, and any hope for positive development in the country's primary and higher education ecosystem has been effectively handicapped by the allocations. He also pointed out that the pandemic has exposed a serious digital divide, and he cited instances of students taking their own lives due to lack of access to smartphones when classes moved online. He also pitched for having a national computer curriculum. The Arvind Kejriwal government has announced the setting up of Delhi Board of School Education, that is DBSC, with primary goals to produce Kattar Deshbhakt, that is staunch patriots, good people, and to prepare students to not be reliant on the job market for employment. In this first year, around 20 to 25 government schools will be brought under this board, CM Kejriwal said. While a separate education board for the students of Delhi has been largely accepted by the educationists, there are also questions and concerns about its functioning. A section of educationists said that the state board was much needed given the exorbitant fee of CBSE boards, which they believed has also led to an increase in the dropout rate. At the same time, many opine that the new board will dilute the education system and will not be at par with the national boards. The Bihar government on Tuesday said that it will look into the issue of private schools charging tuition fees during the COVID-19 pandemic and will take appropriate action. Replying to RJD member Bhai Virendra's short notice question in the Assembly, Education Minister Vijay Kumar Chaudhary said the state government enacted a law in 2019 to regulate the fees charged by private schools. However, there is no provision in the law as per which the government can direct any private school for waiving the fees for a particular period, but since it is the general sentiments of the parents, so the government will look into the issue and see what can be done in this regard. The legislators are of the view that why have private schools charged fees when no classes were held, Chaudhary said, adding that the institutions claim that they are taking the fees as activities through the online mode continue. Data shared by the Education Ministry in Lok Sabha on Monday has revealed that more than half the faculty positions reserved for SCs, STs and OBCs in the Indian Institutes of Management are vacant. Responding to a question asked by 3 MPs, Ramesh Pokhriyal informed the lower house that vacancies in reserved posts across all centrally run higher education institutions hovered between 20% and 90%, with the IIMs faring the worst. Across the 20 premier business schools, 62% of SC, 79% ST and 63% of the OBC's faculty posts are lying vacant. In the 42 central universities, these vacancy figures stand at 39% for SCs, 42% for STs and 52% for OBCs. At the IITs, 36% of the SC faculty positions, 47% ST positions and 42% OBC seats had found no taker. Pokhriyal said the University Grants Commission has repeatedly reminded universities to fill vacant teaching posts. Following a meeting with governing body chairpersons and principals of the 12 government-funded Delhi University colleges, Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal announced on Tuesday that further grant of Rs 28.24 crores would be sanctioned to these colleges. However, the government made it clear that these colleges will have to follow the pattern of assistance of Delhi government. Kejriwal said an invitation would be sent to DU Vice Chancellor from Deputy CM Manish Sisodia's office to resolve issues related to these colleges. The CM said, "Since the last few days, I have been reading news reports that the teaching staff of DU colleges are not getting. Our government is known and recognized for working to improve the education and health sectors in Delhi. But there has been an unwarranted misunderstanding and misinterpretation of the intentions of the Delhi government. We do not oppose the pleas and concerns of the staff." Karnataka Primary and Secondary Education Minister S. Suresh Kumar on Monday called for stringent action against schools that are running offline classes for classes 1 to 5 after a violation of the government's COVID guidelines. This comes after the state government had issued a notification that does not grant permission to schools for conducting physical classes for classes 1 to 5 in the wake of the COVID-19 pandemic. Kumar has notified the authorities. With the permission of the State COVID-19 Technical Advisory Committee of the Department of Health and Family Welfare, the Department of Primary and Secondary Education has been permitted to start classes beyond the 6th standard. However, various media reports stated that some private schools across the state are conducting classes from 1st to 5th standard. Kumar has instructed Public Education Department officials to take action against these schools. In a response to a question by Member of Parliament Dr. Virendra Kumar, Union Education Minister Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank informed the Lok Sabha that as per the Unified Districts Information System for Education Plus 2018 to 2019, the dropout rate of students at the primary level was 4.45, while for the secondary level it was much higher at 17.87. As per the UDISC Plus for the year 2018 to 2019, a greater number of boys dropped out of schools than girls, both at the primary and secondary levels. In a reply to a question asked by an MP, Pokhriyal informed the House that dropout rates are computed considering both rural and urban areas of states or UTs to take care of inter-school movements of the students. He said that the average dropout rate for boys was 4.6, while for girls it was at 4.3 nationally at the primary level. At the secondary level, the dropout rate for boys was 18.64, while 17.01 girls dropped out of secondary schools. Speaking about the introduction of a new curriculum in the schools of Delhi, Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal said that the Delhi government has decided to discuss patriotism in schools every day for an hour to make students Kattar Deshbhakts. The introduction of the Deshbhakti curriculum in Delhi schools has been discussed before by the Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia, who is also the Education Minister of Delhi. The curriculum will most likely be implemented in the upcoming academic session. That's all for today. Thank you for watching Education News Network. For more such videos, do log on to our website, theenn.com, and don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Signing off, Nitya.